Welcome to Farming Aid. If you think the beef industry is still dominated by traditional purebred cattle, it's time to rethink everything. Across the United States and beyond, a new class of high-performance animals is quietly taking over ranches, feedlots, and commercial operations. These are not ordinary cattle. They are strategically developed hybrid breeds designed to outperform, outlast, and outproduce conventional lines under real-world conditions. These American-made hybrids are redefining what profitable beef production looks like in today's demanding market. What makes these breeds so dominant is not just their genetics, but the way they combine multiple advantages into one reliable package. Faster weight gain, better fertility, stronger disease resistance, and the ability to thrive in harsh environments all translate into one thing that matters most to producers: consistent profit. As feed costs rise and climate pressures increase, more farmers are turning to these hybrid cattle because they deliver results where it counts, season after season. In this video, you'll discover the 3 American-made hybrid cattle breeds that are leading the beef industry and why they continue to outperform many modern commercial lines. If you are serious about improving your herd, boosting efficiency, and staying ahead in livestock farming, this is information you do not want to miss. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to Farming Aid and turn on notifications so you never miss expertise, profit-focused livestock insights. If you are passionate about smarter farming and building a stronger future in agriculture, this channel is built for you. The first standout in this category is Brangus, a breed that represents one of the most successful and widely adopted hybrid cattle programs ever developed in the United States. Brangus cattle are a deliberate cross between Angus and Brahman, typically stabilized at 3/8 Brahman and 5/8 Angus. That balance is not random. It reflects decades of trial and refinement aimed at capturing hybrid vigor while maintaining consistency in the herd. From the Angus side, Brangus inherit carcass quality, marbling, and strong maternal instincts. From the Brahman side, they gain heat tolerance, parasite resistance, and durability under harsh environmental conditions. What makes Brangus particularly powerful in the beef industry is how well it performs across a range of climates, especially in the southern United States and other hot regions around the world. Heat stress is one of the biggest hidden costs in cattle production, reducing feed intake, slowing growth, and impacting fertility. Brangus cattle handle heat with a level of resilience that straight British breeds struggle to match. This translates directly into better weight gains during summer months and more consistent reproduction cycles. For a commercial producer, that reliability can mean the difference between profit and loss. Another critical advantage of Brangus is its reproductive efficiency. Hybrid vigor, or heterosis, shows up strongly in fertility traits. Brangus cows tend to calve regularly, produce adequate milk, and raise strong calves even under less than ideal pasture conditions. In many operations, this reduces the need for intensive management inputs. Lower labor requirements and fewer interventions translate into real cost savings over time. When you scale that across hundreds or thousands of head, the economic impact becomes substantial. On the feedlot side, Brangus cattle continue to prove their value. They convert feed efficiently and produce carcasses that meet industry standards for both yield and quality. While they may not always reach the same marbling extremes as pure Angus, they strike a practical balance that works well in commercial systems where consistency matters more than pushing for premium grades at any cost. This balance has made Brangus a go-to choice for producers who want adaptability without sacrificing market acceptance. Moving from Brangus to another influential hybrid, the Beefmaster breed tells a slightly different but equally compelling story. Developed in Texas by Tom Lassiter in the early 20th century, Beefmaster cattle are a composite breed created from Brahman, Hereford, and Shorthorn genetics. Instead of focusing on specific percentages, the development of Beefmaster centered around a set of functional traits known as the 6 essentials: weight, conformation, milk production, fertility, hardiness, and disposition. This philosophy shaped the breed into one of the most practical and adaptable cattle types in the beef industry. Beefmaster cattle excel because they were built with real-world ranch conditions in mind. Rather than optimizing for a single trait like maximum growth or extreme carcass quality, they were selected for overall efficiency. This means they can thrive in environments where feed quality fluctuates, weather conditions are unpredictable, and management inputs are limited. In regions where pasture quality varies seasonally, Beefmaster cattle maintain body condition better than many specialized breeds. This resilience reduces the need for supplemental feeding, which is one of the largest costs in cattle production. Fertility is another area where Beefmaster cattle stand out. Cows are known for their ability to breed back quickly after calving, even under nutritional stress. This trait alone can dramatically improve herd productivity. A cow that produces a calf every year without fail is far more valuable than one that occasionally skips a cycle, no matter how impressive her individual calf might be. Beefmaster genetics push strongly in that direction, emphasizing consistency over extremes. Calf performance in Beefmaster herds is also notable. The combination of milk production and maternal care results in calves that grow steadily from birth through weaning. These calves enter the next phase of production with a solid foundation, which improves their performance in backgrounding and feedlot systems. For producers selling weaned calves, this translates into better sale weights and stronger buyer demand. From a carcass standpoint, Beefmaster cattle have improved significantly over time. Early criticisms focused on variability in meat quality, but modern selection programs have addressed much of this. Today's Beefmaster-influenced cattle can produce acceptable carcasses for a wide range of markets, particularly when crossed with terminal sires that enhance marbling and muscling. This flexibility makes them a valuable component in crossbreeding systems where different breeds are used strategically at different stages of production. The third hybrid that deserves attention is the Santa Gertrudis breed, another Texas-born innovation that has played a major role in shaping beef production in challenging environments. Developed on the King Ranch, Santa Gertrudis cattle are a stabilized cross of approximately 5/8 Shorthorn and 3/8 Brahman. Like Brangus and Beefmaster, the goal was to combine the strengths of British and Bos Indicus genetics into a single, reliable package. Santa Gertrudis cattle are particularly known for their size, growth rate, and adaptability. They were designed to perform in the tough conditions of South Texas, where heat, humidity, and parasites create constant pressure on livestock. The Brahman influence provides resistance to these stresses, while the Shorthorn contribution adds growth potential and carcass quality. The result is a breed that can gain weight efficiently even when conditions are far from ideal. One of the defining characteristics of Santa Gertrudis cattle is their ability to utilize low-quality forage. In many parts of the world, high-quality pasture is not always available, especially during dry seasons. Cattle that can maintain performance on marginal feed resources have a clear advantage. Santa Gertrudis cattle convert these resources into body mass more effectively than many purebred alternatives, making them especially valuable in extensive grazing systems. Their growth performance is another key factor behind their success. Calves tend to be vigorous at birth and grow rapidly through weaning and beyond. This strong early development sets the stage for efficient finishing later on. In feedlot environments, Santa Gertrudis influenced cattle often show good feed conversion ratios and produce heavy carcasses that meet market demands for yield. Temperament and manageability are also important considerations, and Santa Gertrudis cattle generally perform well in this area. While the Brahman influence can sometimes introduce more reactive behavior, careful selection has resulted in animals that are workable under typical ranch conditions. This matters more than it might seem at first glance. Calm cattle are easier to handle, less prone to injury, and more likely to maintain consistent weight gain, all of which contribute to overall efficiency. What ties Brangus, Beefmaster, and Santa Gertrudis together is not just their hybrid nature, but the philosophy behind their development. Each of these breeds was created with a clear understanding that no single purebred line could meet all the demands of commercial beef production. By combining genetics strategically, breeders were able to capture hybrid vigor while stabilizing desirable traits over generations. This approach has proven far more effective than relying on purebred systems alone, especially in environments that challenge animal performance. Another common thread is adaptability. The beef industry operates across a wide range of climates and management systems, from humid coastal regions to dry rangelands. Cattle that can perform across these conditions without excessive input are incredibly valuable. Hybrids like these reduce risk for producers by maintaining performance even when conditions are less than ideal. This reliability is one of the main reasons they continue to dominate in many commercial operations. Economic efficiency is at the core of their success. Every trait these breeds emphasize connects back to profitability in a direct way. Fertility ensures a steady supply of calves. Feed efficiency reduces input costs. Adaptability minimizes losses due to environmental stress. Carcass quality ensures market acceptance. When all of these factors come together in a single animal, the result is a system that works at scale. It is also worth noting how these hybrids fit into modern crossbreeding programs. Many producers do not rely on a single breed, but instead use structured crossbreeding systems to maximize heterosis at different stages. For example, a Brangus cow might be bred to a terminal sire known for carcass traits, producing offspring that combine maternal strength with finishing performance. Similarly, Beefmaster cows are often used as a base for further crosses that enhance specific market traits. Santa Gertrudis genetics are frequently incorporated into programs aimed at improving growth and environmental resilience. Looking ahead, the role of hybrid cattle in the beef industry is likely to expand even further. Advances in genetic testing and data analysis are allowing breeders to refine these animals with greater precision than ever before. Traits like feed efficiency, disease resistance, and even methane emissions are being measured and selected for in ways that were not possible a few decades ago. Hybrid breeds provide a flexible framework for integrating these new priorities without sacrificing the proven advantages of heterosis. At the same time, consumer expectations are evolving. There is increasing demand for beef that is produced sustainably, with attention to animal welfare and environmental impact. Hybrid cattle, with their ability to thrive on fewer inputs and under more natural conditions, are well positioned to meet these expectations. Their efficiency means less resource use per unit of beef produced, which aligns with broader goals of sustainability. In practical terms, for anyone involved in cattle production or considering entering the field, these three American-made hybrid breeds offer valuable lessons. They demonstrate that success in the beef industry is not about chasing a single ideal trait, but about balancing multiple factors in a way that works under real-world conditions. They show how strategic breeding can create animals that are not just productive, but resilient and adaptable. As you've seen, the dominance of Brangus, Beefmaster, and Santa Gertrudis is not based on hype or tradition, it's built on results. These American-made hybrid breeds represent a shift in how serious producers think about cattle. Instead of chasing extremes, they focus on balance, combining fertility, adaptability, growth, and efficiency into animals that perform consistently under pressure. That consistency is what keeps operations profitable year after year, even when conditions are unpredictable. What really stands out is how these hybrids solve real problems on the ground. Heat stress, poor forage, rising input costs, and reproductive challenges are all part of modern cattle farming. These breeds were designed to handle exactly those pressures, which is why they continue to outperform many conventional lines and commercial systems. They are not just cattle, they are tools for building a more resilient and efficient beef operation. Looking ahead, the message is clear. The future of the beef industry belongs to cattle that can do more with less, animals that are tough, productive, and adaptable. Hybrid breeds like these are setting that standard, and their influence is only going to grow as producers demand better performance and smarter genetics. If you're thinking about upgrading your herd or refining your breeding strategy, this is the direction worth paying attention to. The right genetics can completely change your bottom line. If you found this valuable, subscribe to Farming Aid, like the video, and share it with other farmers who are serious about improving their livestock systems.